to go out of the movie, no? And come to Berlin. And since then, the midgets are developing their understanding and idea for contemporary art, no? And this is the third way for communists, for artists, the idea of this gallery, of this biennale. This is my place, the pyramid of animals, my diploma work. This is Catalan copying my diploma work, the visive with the rabbit, Murakami with his mushrooms, Yves Klein flying. And this is the director of Frieze Art Fair who kicked out the midget gallery performance from the market, no?
Ecco, la cosa che mi ha interessato e che devo dire questo è ricorrente in tutta questa biennale è questo bisogno di raccontare delle storie. E quasi tutti gli artisti hanno bisogno di raccontare delle storie, come se appunto poi morte tutte le ideologie, trovandosi in una situazione così confusa, il racconto, no? Ritorna a essere la cosa più importante. Ricominciamo a balbettare una storia con la S maiuscola e non a caso mi ha commosso il lavoro sul linguaggio, perché in fin dei conti le storie le racconta la nutrice, la lingua della nutrice che racconta storie, il primo suono del bambino che capisce o non capisce, ma l'importante è che sente il ritmo del racconto.
Jumped in the river, what did I see? Black-eyed angels swam with me. A moon full of stars and astral cars, and all the figures I used to see. Nothing to fear, nothing to die.
I first found Aelita's website like in the late 90s, just researching the Berlin Wall. And I was really taken with her story, which I thought was somehow the saddest love story of all time. And I sort of just followed her website for a long time, and then I started joining the object sexual chat forum that she had for other people that fall in love with objects. Even though I don't, I ended up being like a support member of this organization for people who fight for object rights. And then I wanted to use it somehow in my art. I don't always work with video, but I found that the moving image was the easiest way to tell this story.
On that day, I took my husband's name, Berliner Mauer, that is Berlin Wall in German, which is my husband's first language. The Berlin Wall symbolizes communism and oppression to many people, but not to me. I am not interested in politics. The Berlin Wall is my husband. To be attractive by a construction, it must have parallel lines, usually horizontal.
Placing this film by a Norwegian artist of a woman who lives in Sweden back in Berlin, or bringing it to Berlin, was a tremendous opportunity. But also it was a way of turning around the history, the typical history one hears of the Berlin Wall. So whereas for most people, November 9th, 1989 is on both sides of the divide, was an incredibly joyous moment, a jubilant moment. The wall fell. And for her, for the protagonist of the film, it's the saddest day of her life.
In the subgroup of this society on the internet, there's the people who fall in love with constructions. There's also several who love the World Trade Towers. So I think there's a parallel in that somehow.
We are doing reflection now. We are just doing reflection now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And where to start with reflection? Well, as we call ourselves Secret Service, there is an issue where there is political questions are discussed in this exhibition, and where it is really necessary to bring the public, and where it is really necessary also to have mediation, because it's necessary to discuss things and not to leave them mute or unspoken.
Toca fogo neles, mana, de manhã bem cedo.
This work deals with the moment of nationalism. And it starts with the idea of the flag, because the flag represents always a nation, represents a moment where a nation believes in some colors. In the same time, they represent a power structure which is still around in Germany, which happens in all levels, like in very, very high places. From Vatican till whatever. I was interested of taking the German history and put it in a barcode, like a colorful barcode around the National Gallery.
Che mi è piaciuto molto alla Neue Gallery è il lavoro di Susan Hiller. Lei ha lavorato sulle lingue che stanno scomparendo, quindi o dialetti o vere e proprie lingue di tribù che sono state emarginate, e si va dai fischi d'uccelli degli indigeni d'Amazzonia a alcuni linguaggi irlandesi, a lingue africane, tutto questo su uno schermo vuoto dove si sentono solamente i suoni. Un altro bel lavoro invece al Kunstwerk, questo è il Push Wagner, che è stato riscoperto perché non credo fosse molto conosciuto, ed è un disegnatore eccezionale che ha raccontato la storia di una giornata attraverso dei disegni, e dentro questa giornata c'è tutta l'ossessione, l'alienazione, la folla, il consumismo, la vita in una città che genera poi l'aggressività delle guerre, del bisogno di armarsi, della paura, della fobia.
Forgotten thrones Something of dust light. The heart of love is our only light. Faithless creeds consolidating, holding down sweet charity. With western eyes and serpent's breath, we lay our own conscience to rest, but I'll make it at the view.
E ancora un lavoro interessante, è un lavoro di questo Michael Lauder, credo che fosse legato al free cinema o qualcosa del genere, americano. Lui ha un archivio di immagini e rimonta delle storie con questo archivio di immagini, quindi dei cortometraggi dove riutilizza quasi sempre le stesse immagini, che vanno da immagini della guerra, della seconda guerra mondiale, fino a immagini di tramonti e vengono montate con grande sapienza.
Sì, questi mi hanno sempre affascinato, gli strass. E poi mi è venuto in mente.
Why undo? Because I am artist and I transform reality to a piece of art.
I think Paula Pivi's work, and in particular this title you mentioned, if you like it, enjoy, no, we have to back up. I think the title of Paula Pivi's work, if you like it, no.
Posso spostarmi, tanto avete abbastanza immagini, poi mettete il sonoro così mi sento più a mio agio.